That's what's left of the catalytic converter. Pick it up on that. This is the safe way to unload fuel.
Hey, oil pressure's at 0.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I have not filmed like this in a while. So today, finally, we're gonna be testing out our dyno. As you guys know, if you haven't seen the video, AvalonKing paid to have a dyno installed over here, and it is freaking crazy. We got it all assembled. Check it out. So huge thanks to AvalonKing for making that happen. I really am excited for today. And the reason why is because we just today got everything on our computer hooked up for the dyno, got the software installed, got all the drivers and everything installed. We got power ran to the lift, we got air ran to the lift. We had a lot of things that we had to prepare just to be able to get the thing up and running. So 3 months of work, and today, finally, we're getting a car put on here because we got to calibrate it and make our first few test hits just to make sure everything's good on the dyno before we strap something on there like that or like that. 190 miles per hour at 1,000 wheel horsepower on a dyno. Should probably test it before, just, you know, yeah. As much as you guys are gonna hate me, which I don't blame you, we're gonna be using this car as the first car to get on the dyno. And like I said, the only reason why is because it is the lowest horsepower car that we have, the safest car that we have, and the car that we really care the least about. It's a lot easier to do stuff with this car because if something goes wrong, it's safer. We're only gonna be dynoing like a 350 wheel horsepower car. Again, this is the first ever car. We're about to test this thing out. Also, it has just been so bad down here. There's been rain like crazy, hurricanes like crazy, storms like crazy. There's just been a lot going on in the last week or so, 2 weeks even. So I do apologize. Whenever we were in Atlanta coming back home, I was saying, I'm gonna go take all the cars to the track and this and that. It's been impossible here. So sorry about that. We'll try soon. This is literally the last car that I would have ever expected to be getting dynoed first, but whatever. Alrighty. Woo! 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 Woo!
I'm excited, even though this is going to make 302 horsepower. That's
302.
We're having a little contest. I said 320-ish, maybe 322.
I'm gonna guess 335.
dang, shooting for the stars.
335.
It's LS2, boy.
335. We're gonna see. So at this point, we've got the car up and we're gonna get this thing strapped down again. First time ever. Make sure that everything's good, and we'll probably do a few light rotations, get the thing spinning.
Yeah, we're gonna get it centered up. And
yeah, this is crazy. Also, we got the truck off of the lift, and it's the first time literally that truck, I think, has been off the lift in like a year. The reason why the truck is off the lift is because we're gonna be pulling it into the next bay here, hopefully in the next few days. We got our engine mounts coming in. We got our built motor literally sitting right there. I can see it. We just got to get engine mounts in, and we'll be able to put it in. So that's gonna be cool. That's why it's sitting out here though. So it's finally off of the lift. The next thing that we're gonna do, hopefully if everything gets here, is gonna be that truck. So woo, look at this ugly thing.
Ooh, this is cool. I haven't got to see this yet.
Oh, what's good?
What's up?
This is a funny sight. Huh? This is a funny sight.
Come on.
Look at
My favorite.
everything about it.
Yeah, my favorite is that we're just gonna dyno a car with just the most dry rotted tires.
That and the duct tape and looking at the exhaust from here and I hope the camera picked that up. That was funny.
Yeah.
I feel like we can put a blanket over the GTR.
I'm so excited about us dynoing something.
Should we? Yep. Should we move the GTR? That's probably a good idea, honestly, if that tire does explode.
Did you know that for every $1 spent on DLS.store right now, you get entered in to win this Roush right here? Isn't that crazy?
$1 or $10?
Every dollar.
Excellent, because it is every dollar.
Yeah, every dollar.
Can you imagine spending $1 and getting that? $1?
Yeah, a dollar.
Could. Yes, it could. Awesome. What else can you get for $1 nowadays?
I don't even think you can get a candy bar for $1.
I don't know anything that you can buy for $1.
like sodas for $1.
Oh, actually, if you go to McDonald's, you can get $1 sweet tea. But if I had to spend $1, knowing what I could get, I'd probably go for this sweet. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep, the Camaro is definitely the loudest car here.
I told you.
No doubt. Black car's loud, but the black car doesn't ever start, so.
By the way, this is not the fan that we're going to be using for this. We're just really impatient, and this is the first day that we got it set up, and our fans haven't come in yet.
Be here
That's
Friday.
another reason why we're dynoing this car. If it blows up, it blows up.
If we really need to, we can get the shop back and add a little, yeah, it can blow.
The Milwaukee blower, bro?
Ooh.
Gavin, that's a video.
Put a leaf blower in here, see how much power it
we would
takes.
actually dyno stuff now.
Oh,
Yeah,
So we can test to see if a leaf blower actually makes a difference. Oh, this is cool. So right now what we're trying to do, the strap's still a little bit loose. We're just gonna spin it over a few times to get the car, let it self-center. Once we get it self-centered, we're gonna strap it down real tight.
Oh, another camera.
Yo, what's good?
What's up, dude?
It's a nice camera you got there.
I know, it's a nice camera you got there.
Thanks, man.
The copper tube that they're shoving in the exhaust right now is to measure the AFR, air-fuel ratio. Super important while you're on the dyno. But if it starts leaning out on the dyno while you're tuning, you want to know ASAP. So that's what allows that.
Yeah. Woo! The first roll.
Spinning! Alrighty, they're gonna go through a checklist real quick to make sure that everything is good. With that being said, I think we're about ready to do our first dyno pull ever. Once again, before we get started with this, I want to say huge thanks to AvalonKing for making this possible. This has been something that I personally have dreamed about for years. I'm really excited today. Oh my god, I don't even know where to stand, dude. I don't know where to go. I want to line up today.
We in business.
We got RPM to read finally. We were having a problem where it wouldn't read. We got it to read.
Rob, how much power you think it's gonna make?
Honest guess, like 320.
320?
at a
What
time.
about
I'm
you?
saying 335.
335?
I'm sticking my guns. 335.
All right. Derek, how much power is this car gonna make?
302.
302? I say 360.
We're gonna do a hard throttle just to get up there, test it all, make sure it's good first. No, we should just be able to pick it up on that.
What it make?
Like 330. I can't see an actual number yet. So we're still trying to figure out the whole dyno right now. We can't figure out how to show RPM and torque and a few other things on the graph, but we're trying to figure it out. But so far, it definitely dynoed like 325, 330, 335, somewhere around there.
326.
Woo! I said 322.
I said 320. Damn, boy.
I don't know if that was even peak. I think that's the last number recorded. Well, we got our first run done and out of the way. It went really well. They're trying to figure out how to set up all the values on the graphs right now. Did y'all figure it out? No. Oh. But anyways, though, so the first run the Corvette made, we can't even get it to display the max horsepower yet. Like I said, trying to figure out everything. But so far, what we can click, we can kind of drag along the line. And so far, we're seeing that it made like 326, which isn't bad. It's a 130,000 mile C6 Corvette.
Ooh, it's mail time. Mail.
What are this? Oh!
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Nick.
Another hammer.
What else you got in there?
That's it.
That's it?
That is literally all. They sent this box for this.
Thanks, SK.
Well, we got our first dyno run out of the way and everything worked. We didn't explode anything. The tires are intact. They were dry rotted, but they didn't explode. That's cool. And nothing broke, which is almost a first. Hooray. Maybe our good luck string is gonna start where we have good luck with cars on dynos here at our shop, maybe. Who knows?
It's because it was raining.
Yeah, it's because it's raining. Maybe so. But anyways, that's pretty much all that we had planned for today. We just wanted to make sure that all the diagnostics and everything were working properly, and everything's working. Took a little bit to get everything set up, but once it was, doing good. So I think now that we've got it dialed in, we're probably ready to put a big car on there. So I guess we'll just got to figure out what we're gonna throw on next. We're gonna go to lunch. That's what's left of the catalytic converter.
Damn, you weren't kidding. Oh my god.
You want to do this to the Subaru? Get rid of the other cat, right?
Yeah, actually, let's do it. Doug, you want to tune a Subaru? Sure, why not?
Is that what all this is?
Oh my god, it's everywhere. I feel it. Look, do this.
No, look right here. That's all cat.
I know. Look, David, step right here. Do that. Look.
Jesus Christ.
Doug, those cats are gone, bro. Look, this is all platinum dust on my shoe. Come over here and look at the mess you've made. Look, take your foot. No. Look at this. Look at all that.
Yeah, we don't need cats.
Hey, you know, it's funny because
Cleaning them out.
those of you with student loans, that's like your student loans.
That's
Not really.
Would you like to come sweep our floors and get money?
And that's platinum right there, right?
That is actually platinum and a bunch of carbon.
By the way, this is not recommended on any vehicle. This is just an experiment. Look at it on the seat. We're cleaning out the cats. If we
Taste it.
If we just do that for like 4 runs, then we put
How
it
does
back
it
to
taste?
normal, we'll probably clean the cats out.
Does it taste like you have cancer now?
Probably.
If you have internal bleeding later, I didn't tell you to do that. Put that away.
Actually making.
We installed an LS9 cam in this in about 20 minutes.
Don't.
Everybody on the internet crying.
And now it crackle pops. He hates because I put a ghost cam on.
Yeah, I hate that. That's blasphemy.
It was just
That's such a coyote.
It was an
I think.
experiment.
Okay, yeah. No, for research purposes, you know, I'm not mad, but I am mad that you did that to an LS because you don't need to.
This is the process of unloading a lot of weight in the 85.
I'll grab that other side too. We'll just walk it back. Tilt on back. Not too bad.
So we ran out of E85 and today we're gonna be dynoing the black car finally. You guys have been wanting to see it ever since we got the dyno installed. That was actually the goal of us wanting to get the dyno in the first place, to stop doing street tuning. It's really dangerous, and not only that, local police don't really like it that much. Imagine that. Now that we got the dyno in here, thank you so much AvalonKing. We got some E85 today. Finally, we got the car strapped up to the dyno. We're gonna be filling this thing up. We're gonna make 3 runs on the current tune that it's on right now, see what kind of horsepower that it's making at the current setup. We've got a new tune that we're gonna be flashing on later. We gotta do a few little street things where we've gotta go out and kind of just get slow revs for drivability issues and things like that. Gonna try and iron out all the drivability first. Once it's driving great, then we're gonna strap it up to the dyno and go for wide open pulls and see if we can get dialed in. The tentative plan right now is to get it dyno tuned on this new setup and on this new tune and on everything. Finally taking it after that to the track and dialing in the suspension. There's just been a lot of moving parts with this car, a lot of new things. Nothing's really gotten to get dialed in yet because of the fact that we've been so busy. In case you guys have not noticed in here, there's a lot changing and it has been just a long time coming. So my sincerest apologies. We're about to get this thing back on the track and going starting today.
3, 2, 1.
This is the safe way to unload fuel.
I mean, honestly, it works fine.
I mean, it does.
It's
This
either
was a little
that or we
sketch.
back it up over there and we have to lift it off. But we kind of got an issue with that one, so.
Yeah, I'll just go through a quick little explanation. This is gonna be a really long video, by the way. I had an Instagram post that I posted today of the car on the dyno, and we were like, basically kind of giving like a rundown of what is all going on. And somebody in the comments was like, no balls to do a 45-minute video. And I was like, really? And so then everybody below it started blowing it up. And
Thank y'all so much for that, by the way. I love all of you so much.
And so I think we're gonna do it.
Job security for Andrew.
That's true.
Yeah.
Andrew's got
Damn.
Yeah,
Why are you
boy,
going at
Andrew's
me?
got job security now. Anyways, though, pretty much a rundown of what has been going on for the last few months. This shop has been going through a big conversion. Once everything gets settled in, though, and set up properly, we're gonna have a big shop tour coming soon to you guys, so make sure notifications are on. We're gonna go walk through here, show you guys everything, because I realized that's something that we haven't done. Andrew brought that up to me a few weeks ago, and we have been really trying to get the shop to the point to be able to do that, but unfortunately, it just takes a lot of work. And so you guys gotta remember, we're only up here, well, I say we, the majority of the guys up here are only up here 5 days a week, and so it's hard to get everything done between 5 different businesses and also set up and also get the cars ready to go and also this and that and whatever. And unfortunately, we've had to prioritize building out a lot of the things and the expansion that we've been working on, and so the cars kind of got put on the back burner, which sucks, but it's gonna be worth it in the long run. As far as the GT350 though, you guys already know, we've been waiting on stuff for that, but that is our primary focus today, finally. Gosh, people have been so upset about no Mustang videos, so today we're going to do the Mustang video, like the video that this channel has been waiting for forever. I don't talk about it much on here because I've got the other channel, Timeout, that we talk about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So I realized just recently that you guys that don't follow the Timeout channel probably are upset because you don't know what all has been going on behind the scenes and why we haven't been able to work on the cars a lot. And so if you guys want to go check that out, you can go check out Timeout, or you can go check out our new pages, precisioncar.care on Instagram, or you can go check out Gorilla Rockets on Instagram. So one is going to be a motorcycle dealership, one is going to be a detail shop because these cars stay pretty dirty. We surely do not have time to keep them clean anymore. anymore either. So there's a lot going on. Trust me, it's very stressful. That's really just the biggest thing that I wanted to address. The reason why this has not been prioritized is because we had a lot bigger things going on. And at the end of the day, making YouTube videos is fun, but it is definitely not my focus. YouTube does make decent money, yes, but YouTube is just not even close to a primary source of income anymore. And so we focus a lot more on building out the things that are, because we want to make sure that everybody and every person here stays afloat. And so that's pretty much why. But stay tuned, because there's a lot of cool stuff coming.
Oil pressure's good. Gonna start.
We're checking for fuel leaks because we had to pull the injectors out just to make sure that we had the right injectors that I thought we had.
Oh.
Here we go. We got everything strapped down and ready to go. Doug is now about to put it in gear, let it roll, self-center, and we'll be good to go. Please don't blow up.
When the fire starts.
At 46.
That was spicy.
That was spicy. 909 wheel is what it made at 8,000 RPM. Made over 700 foot-pounds of torque at the wheel. They're running right now. They're gonna go grab some bags of ice. We're gonna chunk it in the back, get this thing cooled back down a little bit because it is probably pretty hot. It's
IATs are at 128.
Yeah, so IATs are relatively high. Typically this car now with this new setup that we've got in the ice tank and everything, it stays roughly around 70, 80 degrees usually. So we're a little bit high. I think we're at like 130 probably now with it sitting. So we'll get it cooled down, make another pass. But so far, 909, it's not bad. It's definitely gonna be cool to see what it looks like now versus what it looks like after we get our new tune. Dude, that thing did not want to stay on there at all. It was ready to like go that way.
I had my finger on the brake, like,
yeah.
like waiting for it.
Whenever you took off, it squatted and like the front end's like coming up trying to just launch out there.
What's scary is it's not the dyno or anything moving, it's actually the lift.
Yeah,
it's the whole thing
like
shifting around.
Whoa.
You make some steam.
I mean, for no ice and almost 130 IATs. Is it even smoking these?
Nuh-uh.
It's not? Okay. Nope.
No, it's actually doing real good.
What tires are these?
Our AAA
Imagine
tires.
the neighborhood now knows we have a dyno.
Oh yeah, they know for sure. Everybody in this square mile knows now that we have a dyno here. I'm just waiting. Honestly, at this point, I'm gonna count down. I'll give it 25 minutes. We'll say 3:30. It's 3:05 right now, and the cops will be here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cops gonna be like, what the hell?
It took him 10 minutes to show up of you doing the pulls in the truck in the driveway.
We're on private property. Where's the drain cock on this mother?
It's right here.
Well, that'll drain exactly where we don't want it to. Let me get one of those flexi funnels.
You look like a flexi funnel.
I think that's a good thing.
You look like a sexy funnel. Oh.
Oh, we gotta wait some frozen water.
Yeah, we're waiting for some frozen water.
We'll be back.
We got some ice.
40 now.
Take two. We got ice in there. Made 909 the first time. Let's see what we can do for a take two. and 903. So it's staying consistent for the most part. It looks like that's going to be where it's at.
Do you remember what it made last time?
Last time it
It was
made
like
920
915.
something.
Yeah.
But we dynoed it in fifth last time. We're not going to run the mile per hour up that fast this time, so we're going at 40. At the end of the day, anyways, it is a tool meant for tuning, not a tool just to get horsepower numbers. Horsepower numbers in the big scheme of things really don't matter. We dynoed the Corvette, just the Chevy flag stuck up there. This is take 2, and it has. You heard that too?
Yeah.
When it was midway through,
like a couple, just a tiny little bit right here.
Yep. Started breaking up at 6,500.
If we need to send
We
that
can always data log and send it, but they're gonna start with a new tune anyway.
Yeah,
so
this one doesn't matter for them anyway, so yeah. I got the new tune already on the computer, so I'm gonna just, as soon as we're done, we can do another pass if you want to, or we can call it there, however. And
we'll
then,
do one more, that way we can get a best of 3 average.
Yeah.
A best of 3 and an average.
So we'll figure out what it's gonna look like as it sits, and then after that we're gonna get the new tune flashed on. I've gotta go do, like I said, some street driving just to get drivability down, and once drivability is done, we'll be able to get this thing back up here wide open again. So we got one more, but so far it's looking like we're consistent right at about a little bit over 900 at the wheel.
Vacuum hose.
Making a T in that thing, so that way we can detect a boost or horse pressure.
Did anybody notice that we're making llama thrusts over there?
Donkey, what was it? Donkey
Either donkey kicks or llama thrust, or we can do Hyundai Veloster powers up to 5.
Up to 5.
Just kidding, we could probably make 10 Veloster powers.
Man, you're making all the Hyundai boys angry.
10 Velociraptor. This is actually a good idea though. I'm glad you said that. This is gonna be the first time that we're gonna see what a 69mm pulley actually true boost will make, hopefully, if our boost gauge will work. We haven't got to try it yet. So that pass was a little bit better. It was actually the best one so far. It made 913, 7,700 RPM, 719 foot-pounds of torque. And on the 69mm pulley with a 5% overdrive lower, it made 18.7 pounds of boost.
I wonder if we're getting slip. That seems awfully low.
It definitely looks like it. All right here, it looks like we're getting belt slip. Because you can see it climbing hard right here, and then it drops off, and then starts spiking up and down. So I can almost guarantee that we're getting belt slip. Oh yeah, it's slipping.
Well, that just means we're gonna have to go to either something different than a 6 rib, or because I was like, for us to go down the pulley size and lose 10 horsepower, it means we're definitely losing boost up top.
Yeah. So as you guys probably saw, previous time that this car was on a dyno, we were on a 72mm pulley, and it dynoed higher than what it is now. And so we wanted to get 3 runs in, but on the 3rd run it clicked that hey, these numbers, yes, they are low. We know that there's variations in dynos, so obviously numbers are not always exact. But we wanted to put the boost gauge on just to see what boost we're reading, and it also tracks it through RPM band as well. So what we see now, because of the boost gauge, this is why dynos are so great. Because of the boost gauge, we were able to see that from this RPM to this RPM, it was really just messy looking. The chart was really messy. And the reason why is because belt slip. So now we were able to see, okay, we did a quick swab. There's definitely belt material there. Now we don't have to waste any more time. And that's the luxury of a dyno where we've never had before. Instead, what we've had to do is drive on the street, do this over and over and over, and we never really have good results. Already,
do it till the belt blows off.
Yeah, do it till the belt blows off. That was all we had to do. So I guess now, if we want to keep a 69mm pulley and do north of 920 or so, we're gonna have to do an 8 rib setup.
Or
sucks. Or a 10 rib. Or swap it. Twist it. Pop it. Blow or swap it. I like that.
3.8.
3.8. They're coming out with a 4.5 for these, I think.
3.8's the new whip.
Oh, is it a 3.8?
Yeah.
3.8.
Oh yeah, the 4.5 is the Hellcat one.
100 horsepower.
I hate to say it, but it really kind of looks like we're almost at our limit for this blower.
It's only, well, for the
You can put it,
setup,
yeah, for a 6 rib especially. Hey, and the motor held together. Woo! Round of applause for it holding together again. Yeah. So now that we got our 3 runs in, we're looking at about 910 to the wheel, and obviously we were able to see belt slip. So we're probably gonna have to throw a 72mm pulley back on there, but that's no problem because it's gonna be cool to see that we're gonna put a bigger pulley on, less boost, and this car is about to make more power with a new tune. Mark my words. I guess now I need to get started flashing on the new file.
all right, time to flash a tune.
Tune flashing time. Okay, we got battery tender put on the car now. Super important that you do that anytime that you're flashing a new tune onto a car. You don't want your ECU to get locked up.
Ask me how I know.
For real, yeah. No kidding. So, power on. We'll go to tuning, load tune. This is the new tune. Ta-da! All right, here we go again. Hopefully this will be the last time that we have to go through a tuning process on this car.
Boy, that's funny you say that. You know we're going to be retuning in like 3 to 6 months.
Well, I meant like
on this setup.
Just trying to get this set up to work properly is what he's talking about.
Yeah, I know.
Ignorant.
How's that ignorant?
I don't know. That's your favorite word now.
nah, he's not ignorant. He's just
Squatch
dumb.
is my favorite word.
Squatch. Hey, give it a plug, bro. Use code Zorbii at drsquatch.com. Save some money. You're welcome.
Thanks. You know the little Squatch logo? My goal is eventually to look like that. I'm gonna just come to work every day looking like that. I'm gonna have a little pipe hanging out. I'm gonna blow bubbles out of it. It's gonna be pretty cool.
All right, this is what it looks like. I don't see a difference.
All right, let's see if it'll start.
That's not bad at all.
Hey, notice how quick that thing started.
Hey, oil pressure's at 0.
It just
I'm not kidding. Yeah, it just said low oil pressure. Dino, 0. Is there anything on the ground?
No, we just looked at it.
Hey, did it only happen after you did the flash? Because it had oil pressure during the run. Does he know it's a performance pack car with that gauge?
Mm-hmm.
He does?
Mm-hmm.
Try to prime it.
good.
Didn't even want to move. I might send him a message and be like, hey, there's a gauge programmed in here. Yeah, check. Did it say it on the dash too?
Yeah, it popped up on the dash and said like the big giant red that's like no oil pressure, kill immediately and all. It's probably good. I would just imagine that it's probably the
Tuning.
yeah.
I mean, it sounded fine.
Yeah, it sounded okay.
Good God, look at the spider webs under here.
Sensor's still plugged in. Sensor's plugged in there for level. Pressure's plugged in there.
I think it's because they didn't know it was a performance pack car. I told him, he asked, and I said yeah, but maybe he forgot it. And,
yeah,
it's real possible.
Because it had oil pressure the whole pool. It
Yeah.
never gave me any warnings, so it would have happened there.
It also didn't. It sounded fine whenever we started it too.
Yeah, I didn't
So
hear
I'm gonna wait till the emails
Yeah,
back.
everybody's definitely getting their 45-minute video now.
Exciting. You know what we can do is we can take the oil filter off and we can, you know, just start it up and it'll spit out. And if it spits out, it'll be good.
Don't you close on me like that. Gavin's getting a haircut, so me and Doug are gonna go data log the black car. Oh, we got the street tires on here too.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah.
Welcome to the channel takeover.
Hang on.
Look at that big sexy man right there.
Yep. All right.
There we go.
Now we're good. Let me see that.
All right, we're gonna do some revs for the log. Do 15, 2500, 3500 for the log, and then we get to go on a little drive.
Are we doing any full throttle stuff or just?
Oh yeah, he said send it full on watt. Yep.
Oh, Jesus. All right then. Sweet.
Totally kidding. We're not going
Oh. Are you logging right now?
Yeah, I've already had the idle log going for about 5 minutes. We're just getting some like part throttle response, a little bit of data, let it drop back off. The one thing I would like for this car to have again would be an e-brake. It'd be pretty nice.
Yeah.
You ever take the GTR?
Probably.
Let's go find him and see if he wants to race his own car.
Jesus.
Really all we're gonna do is like part throttle, like 2500 to 5000 in second gear and third gear.
Yeah.
Do a couple of those, a little bit of drivability and some decel, and then go back and find a spot to idle for a couple minutes, and then we'll kill the log.
Gotcha.
This is log number 162 logs that we've done on this device. We're gonna do part throttle, about 2500 to 5000 in second gear. Just kind of slow roll onto it. I'll do a third gear one as well, just for them.
Feels healthy.
Yeah, feels good. I'll do another one once we get back to this loop. And we'll go back. We'll probably just go back to the shop and let it idle for a couple minutes.
Sounds good. Do it a second.
Yeah. Second gear. Third gear. Alright.
Hell yeah.
Now we're just gonna let it idle for a little bit here. And we will have our log for our dudes over yonder.
What is going on, guys? We are back here letting the car warm up because we're about to go take it out. Can't hear already from our retune, it is running great. Sounds awesome. I haven't gotten to drive it yet, but Doug drove it around and said that it is driving amazing. So once we get this thing warmed up, we're gonna go take it out on the street and go do a few little drivability logs to send over to the tuner, make sure the drivability is good. We might do a little watt pull to 5500 RPM just to check fueling before we put it on the dyno. But after that, everything should be good to go. We're gonna get it back up on the dyno and we're gonna see what this thing looks like after a few revisions and a few tuning process to see how much power this thing is gonna make. I'm excited. I really am. This car has been nothing but pain. It has just been difficult for so long, but I think today we're gonna get all those details ironed out. So let's go. Now that we got the car warmed up to operating temp, I'm gonna get this data log pulled up. We're gonna start logging, and we're gonna log an idle. The idle is gonna need to be logged for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go start doing some driving. Our light is flashing, which means that we're good to go. Alrighty, we got a few minutes of idle log. I'm gonna go ahead and do a few slight part throttle revs. So we're gonna rev up to 1500, let it decel down, rev up to 25, let it decel, and then 35, and then decel, and then we'll go out and get some things on the road, hopefully. All right, now we're gonna go to 25. Let it drop down. Nice. Now 35. Nice. This thing sounds mean. All right, guys, let me get the wheel chocks pulled out, strap this GoPro to my head, and we're gonna go out and see what this thing can do. I got a Sir Doug coming with me.
What's up?
Dang, it actually drives real good now.
Yeah, it'll have like a little stutter every now and then.
Yeah.
I think it's in relation to being just a monoblade on a supercharged cam setup.
Damn, that's impressive. I have not been in this car and had it drive like this, seriously, ever. Well, since it was new almost. All right, you wanna do a little watt pull?
Are you doing watt or are you doing like part throttle?
I'm gonna do watt to 55. I think I told him to pop it. Well, it almost sucked. That was in third. We're on our 888Rs. We're not on the full slicks, so not bad for a third gear watt pull, I guess. I cannot get over this. I'm gonna start driving this car some more. This is great. Even in 6th gear before, it was like bucking real crazy. It's just cruising now. And we're at only like 1250 RPM.
I was talking to Daniel about yesterday, like the triple disc, this thing feels really good.
Yeah,
This
it does.
It's smoother than my single disc.
It's smoother than the Camaro's feels right now. This thing is smooth as hell. And this has a similar cam setup to the Camaro on a similar clutch setup, except for this one's triple instead of twin disc, and this one feels like it drives better than the other car, which is wild to me. All right, well, I guess since that's gonna be a wrap for that log, we can go ahead and shut it off. 163 is what log that was, so I'll go ahead and get that sent over to the tuner, and then I think 2 days from now, we're gonna get this car strapped up to the dyno, be able to do some watt pulls and see what we can do, what the new numbers are, with the new tune through a different tuner, and we're gonna find out and see. So far though, this is like a night and day difference. This is incredible how nice this car drives now. I miss this car running like this.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I used to throw this motherfucker around everywhere. I wish.
We're on skinnies up front now, ain't we?
Yeah. Wow. I'm impressed. I can't even keep it in. I'm not even gonna lie. I am very impressed. Even climbing the hill just right there. Yeah. It is perfect. Holy.
Nothing against anyone else, but this is the reason I've chosen Lund.
Yep. That was the most impressive drive that I've had in this car in a while. Damn, that makes me very happy though. That is awesome. Hell yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna go get this data log sent over to the tuner real fast. We're gonna see, hopefully, I think fueling's everything feels perfect. It doesn't even sputter, pop, nothing. Even under wide open, it felt great. It is super responsive now. We were only on the R888R, so traction wasn't really there, but it's still not bad. That is sick. Hell yeah. All right, guys, so far, what you guys have seen, we've ran this car on the previous tune. We got a dyno number from it. Then, after that, we flashed on the new tune, went and did a little bit of street data logging, got the file really dialed in. It drives amazing now. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it back up on the dyno, do one pull today to 5,500 RPM to make sure the fueling is good. Once we verify fueling, a few days from now, I believe 2 days from now, we have the tuner that is gonna be getting on, remoting in, and we'll be able to get this thing dialed in up to 8,500 RPM. So today, just trying to get a feel for it on this new tune, on the dyno, make sure everything's good. Then we're gonna get it tuned up to the RPM that we need it at, and we'll get some numbers at that point. So just to start, we're gonna get this thing back up on the dyno, and now that it's driving way better, starting way better, everything about this is just night and day different, and I think the power numbers are probably going to be as well. So let's get this thing put up. Holy Doug just got back from lunch. We're gonna strap this thing up, get it up in there, make it hit. I guarantee you 5,500 RPM, we're still gonna make 700 horsepower with this new tune.
I'm trying to see how much Porsche.
What? You just had an aneurysm, dude.
Trying to see how much horsepower I got.
Porsche.
Bro, let me hop on this hoe and I'm gonna start running and treading on this to see how much power I bring back.
Turn that thing.
I'll give you $5.
And I'll be real, what he just said, once you get that moving, what would be real scary is if your foot gets caught right here while that's moving, because your foot's not gonna stop that, but it will suck your foot in there. Get our coil pack reader, so we can get RPMs. Woah. All right. Boost gauge hooked up one more time. Got our tuner, I'm gonna throw it in there, grab one log real quick, see what it's doing up to 5,500 RPM. If everything looks good, it should be good to send it up to quite a bit more than that. We'll probably have a revision before then though, so we'll see. This thing's about to be loud. Holy Woo! Wow. AFR leaned out a little bit though. See right here where we started tapering off? It made 750 at 5,400 RPM, almost 55.
See the torque number though?
Yeah. Yeah. It leaned out a little bit at the end, but it wasn't too bad.
Oh no.
No?
No. 11.7, 11.7, 12.0. Nah, we're good there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just appears that way, I guess.
The spot that it's a touch maybe lean is ramp in here.
Literally got very close to making 1-to-1 horsepower to torque.
That shows our boost curve right there. And it looks like
19.2.
yeah, 19.2 is our peak. And you see it is tapering off here up top.
Yeah.
Like we peaked here just before and right at 4,000.
See, this is normal though. Whenever it barely tapers, that looks good. It doesn't look like there's any slip there.
But we also didn't get past 55.
Right.
It's gonna start falling off with higher RPMs as the engine loads.
That's a healthy horsepower and torque.
Yeah.
Already from the tune difference, it's showing itself now. So there you go. I said 700. I was guessing 700 at 55, but already we're making 750 and just at 740 foot-pounds of torque. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the data logger, send over this log to the tuner, get a revision back probably, and I guess after that we'll see what it does. Looking real good so far. Way, way, way better. Stay tuned for the end of this and I'll explain a little bit more into the specifics of why we're testing two tunes and things like that. But sweet.
Can I see it?
We are back on, what is it, day 3 now? Day 4 of this video?
Something like that.
Something like that. Today we're gonna get this car finally finished up, I think. We did a little bit of street stuff. We did a wide open pull in the street. It got loose and felt great. It really, really feels healthy now. So, today what we're gonna do is to finish up the tune. It's got the drivability out of the way. Now we need to work on the wide open throttle pull up to 8,500 RPM. I'm not sure if we're gonna go that high yet. We're gonna start at 7,500 for now. Let's see what it looks like. Maybe climb up a little bit from there. But this is gonna be the first full send run on the dyno with this car right now. 6,700, almost 900. I'm just amazed it's making that much already. All right, we're gonna send this over.
AvalonKing, and they were like, holy, that's what a dyno does. Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I love that. Just got word back from the tuner and we are set to pull to 8,000 RPM now. So we just did 6,600 RPM and at 6,600 it made nearly 900 to the wheel. So now we're gonna go send it up a little bit more. I think honestly we're gonna get close to 1,000 now. And we're also in 4th gear instead of 5th because again, like last time, don't want to do 190 plus on the dyno. It's a little sketchy, so keeping it down. We're not in a 1-to-1 gear, but again, not using the dyno for numbers. We don't really care as much about numbers. It's more or less just a tuning tool, so we're trying to get the tune dialed in. The numbers are just a plus, so keep in mind that they are not accurate. If it was in 5th gear, these numbers would be higher, but I don't care.
What's up?
What's up, dude?
I haven't seen you in a minute.
Damn, you're a little taller than I remember.
Damn, that's crazy. You ready to make some more llama thrusts?
Making some more horse pressure.
Horse pressure.
You want me to change the graph to Hyundai Veloster powers, or we're not there yet? We need to at least crack this number right here. Right there.
Probably will on this one.
I think we might do it here. Maybe.
Might?
Maybe. Who knows?
We're gonna see.
I don't know. I feel pretty confident about that.
No ball.
Hey, humidity's gone down 10% though. That's good. Hey, at the end of the pull, it was at 138.
Yeah, it's kind of sputtering a little bit up top. Yeah. I think it has to do with the IATs. I think it's pulling timing up top as it gets past 130, 135. By the end of the pull, like right here, you see this little dip in power. It's probably pulling timing some because our boost is about the same. So,
Whoa! Fancy seeing you here.
All right, guys. This is gonna be the last run that we make. We have gotten everything dialed in pretty much perfectly now. I got word back from the tuner that we are good to go. Everything looks great. He sent one more revision with 1 degree of timing added, and we're gonna ice it down to keep IATs down. We're gonna make one more hit just to verify that everything's good, but I think we're looking real good. So right now we're icing it down, and we're getting ready for our last run. So hopefully it makes some power. Again, guys, this is not about numbers. It's not about anything. Just comparing the previous tune that was on the car to the current tune. So far, it is night and day different. This tune is much better, but up top, we're not seeing as much power. We're about 10 horsepower down, but drivability across the board, startup, everything else is perfect. On the previous tune as well, something that I was worried about was having too much timing thrown at it for this setup and with the boost that it's on. And I believe that's, on the previous setup at least, it was trying to squeeze out way too much power instead of working on everything else around the tune. So this one is much better all around so far. So we're gonna ice it down. So after this, time to take it to the track, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's get one more run.
It do be raining.
It only rains whenever good stuff happens.
Oh, it's thinking like 1050 right here.
Oh yeah. 1 degree of timing, it's like, yeah. This tune has made the most power so far. 914 and 75. Whenever we were talking about earlier about revving the 8500, if you look, you can see that our peak power is at 7500 RPM. So really, above and beyond that, you're just losing power. So the longer that you can stay in the power band, so we rev to 8000. By the time that we're shifting to the next gear, we'll probably start at about, I don't know, 6000, 5500. And that's, again, right there back in that usable power. Especially with the 331 gears that are in there, it really lets you stay in power just about perfect. Looking good, though. Yeah. That made the most power, I think, huh? That actually picked up 30. I just realized that was 30 from the last run from 1 degree. Yeah. And also IATs were down because we iced it, so.
She putting in work yet?
I mean, yeah, just made 914 at 75.
You notice that?
That'll do.
Yep.
That'll do.
By red line, we weren't even at 17 pounds.
So we're getting, it looks like we're getting either a little bit of belt slip, or maybe just in the higher RPMs, we're just dropping down because of other factors, maybe? I don't know, it's hard to really tell
things
exactly.
Like that come into play, but at least we're not getting like total belt slip where we hit 5500 and drops to like 7 pounds.
Whenever we have bad belt slip, you can see it on the graph. The graph looks like it's very rocky, but it looks very smooth and throughout. So I think that this might just be because of the blower setup.
If it's slipping a very small amount.
Yeah, it would be a very small amount of slip now. He was just saying with that amount of boost on a blower setup, because the heat soak, if IATs get too hot, it'll start popping with too much degree, or too much timing. And I don't want to go bang too quick.
Send it to him and we'll see what he wants to do.
Cool deal. But anyways, guys, I'm going to send this over to the tuner real fast, but seriously, so far, this tune is looking really good. Now that we're at the end of our little trial period, I'll go ahead and share some details with you guys. So the previous tuners that we've had on this car, you guys have seen the numbers, you've seen the dyno, you've seen everything that we have done with this car up to this point. Today was the first time that we have went back to Lund tuning since pretty much the channel's start. You guys remember whenever I first got this car, Lund was who tuned this car for the first, I want to say like 6 months that I had it, and it always ran spot on. The shifts were seamless. I mean, like you can go back and look at the older videos. Between shifts was so fast because it just immediately got back into it. I don't know what it is about them, but they've really got it figured out. The drivability differences of this tune versus the previous tuners that I have had is just like, it is night and day. There's no comparison. I am honestly so excited now. Just the difference in tuners, you can see the startup is way better. There's no more popping like we were getting before. I've seen it in the comments. I know you guys have noticed it. It was horrible before. And this is back to driving a stock car, which is exactly what I was looking for. So Lund, thank you guys so much for doing it once again, making more power on this setup, on this dyno than the previous tuners have. I think it's time to go take it to the track now and get the suspension dialed in. The only thing that we were waiting on, we couldn't do anything with it before because getting on two-step, it was popping and misfiring and banging so bad, I didn't want to blow anything up because it felt like it was leaning out and we could never get it worked out with the tune. Swap tuners, every single issue that I've had is gone, and now I'm confident in taking this thing to the track. So, not to throw anybody under the bus, that's just really the way that it is. And I was told the drivability was going to suffer really bad because of that monoblade throttle body, and they were like, no, that's just how it is, can't do anything about it. I was like, well, damn, okay. Never could get it to work, and I honestly just had the car sitting here. I know you guys saw it. We had it sitting collecting dust for months because I couldn't do anything with it. The tune was so bad, and so having this back to the point where on the exact same setup that was so poor before, driving almost as good as a stock car is just mind-blowing. Once again, Lund, thank you guys so much. With that being said, the next steps that we're going to do is take this thing to the track. Now that we've got the tune dialed in, we'll be able to start doing some launches, reporting the launch, playing it back in slow motion to see what we need to adjust. If you guys don't remember, we have fully adjustable front and rear suspension now, so that's going to take a minute to get dialed in. Finally, we're to the point where I can do it. Also, the track owners locally, it's been a lot going on, but the track owner sold the track, a new owner bought it, and the new owner is really receptive to us going out there. So we should be able to go out there for a private rental soon. I know you guys have been wanting to see it. Trust me, believe it or not, behind the scenes, you guys have not probably seen, but we have been doing our absolute best to get this all going back for you guys. So we're doing it finally. We've been waiting on dyno. We got the dyno. The tune's good. We can't go out on the street because I can't risk getting arrested anymore. Everything is just falling into line perfectly. I think we're going to be on definitely an upward trend from now on. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you want longer videos like this, make sure you smash that like button. If we see a lot of engagement on this, a lot of comments, likes, things of that sort, we'll start posting more videos like this. We upload twice a week right now, so that gives us time to be able to make longer videos. We just don't know what you guys want. So show us if this is what you want. Drop a like. Subscribe if you have not already. There's gonna be a lot of stuff coming, like I said. Don't forget, guys, if you want to go get entered in to win giveaways that we've got going on right now, you can get entered in to win this Roush or this Razor at www.dls.store. Right now, every $1 spent is gonna get you an automatic entry in to win. And that is for now, guys. See you next video.
I think that they like it. Rolling up all of my problems and smoking them down in the backwood. Pray to the Heavenly Father, tell him that if I could change it tonight, would. I'm beating it up like I'm Tyson, smoking me clean like a Dyson. I'm going back to my old ways, and I think that they like it. Rolling up all of my problems and smoking them down in the backwood. Pray to the Heavenly Father, tell him that if I could change it tonight, would.